Well, you see.
Today we're all Sean. Sean Bean.
Spoiler alert.
1 second, let me get the chat up. I'm waiting for your. Oh, there's your tweet. Retweet. Go to copy Magic Approach. Promote this.
Tweeter.
Tweeter.
We're doing a
Time for
Twitter.
Bean.
It's Twitter time. Hello, my little guy.
That is correct. We are not Josh's. We are Sean's today.
Today we're all Sean Bean.
Indeed. The shiniest of beans.
So, I only vaguely know what Boko has planned, but basically we're playing a game called the Goblin Quest. Except we're playing the version of it that's called the Sean Bean Quest.
Yes, this is a hack for it. There are several hacks for this game.
There are several hacks
other
included in
ones-
the official document.
Yeah. One of those is my name is Inigo Montoya Jr., which is something I would also like to look at sometime.
Eventually.
Yeah, but yeah. So this is Sean Bean Quest, where
So
you control.
let's just go through some character stuff real quick. So
Oh, do you want me to read the the lore for Sean Bean Quest?
I can read the lore for Sean Bean Quest.
Okay.
You might think Sean Bean is just an actor. You're wrong. He is much more than that. A being from another dimension, Sean Bean is a mind-linked hive of individual consciousnesses. A swarm of individuals spread across reality. And there is more. All those films... I need to move this to another screen so I can be looking at my microphone when I read it. All those films, those TV programs he's in, those are documentaries. Those are actually happening. He exists throughout space, throughout time, throughout reality, stepping through the cracks between universes to be where he needs to be. This is Sean Bean's curse. He is doomed to die 1,000 times over, 1,000,000 times perhaps, and we see his efforts as entertainment. The cosmic demon witch that cursed him when our Earth was still hot to the touch decreed that if he should ever survive for the length of an entire story, then he will be freed from his torment. So far he has yet to do so, but today, after 1,000 lifetimes of misery, he will liberate himself. He will take control of his own destiny. He will die, finally, beautifully, on his own terms. There is a mysterious portal somewhere that dispenses Sean Beans and chill northern winds, and around this now, this skyward rift housed in an ancient citadel of bone-white marble, the Sean Beans gather. They will work together now. They will focus their efforts. They will protect each other. One will die, and another will take his place. I lost my place in the paragraph.
Citadel.
They forge an
So
amulet
we're in
of
the Citadel
undoing
now.
from their angst, their vitriol, and place it around the neck of one of their number. He will be the chosen one, and he will star in a story so beautiful it makes men weep. And when he dies, his brothers will rise up and take the amulet and become the chosen one. And when he dies, another will rise, and another, until they reach the end of the story. So the guide has some stuff. Creating your Sean Beans. You as a player are in charge. We're each in charge of 5 Sean Beans. We have two.
us?
We have 2 health, and then a Sean Bean. If you lose both of your health, your Sean Bean dies.
Yes, and then your next Sean Bean emerges.
And then your next
you
Sean
have
Bean
5
emerges.
Sean Beans, but you are not controlling them concurrently.
Yes, you're
They are
in control of one bean at a
The other
time.
4 or so are like off screen. It says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So name your first Sean Bean. This is easy. His name is Sean Bean. All other Sean Beans are also called Sean Bean. Decide
I
what
was
class
gonna
of
make it require. Go ahead.
decide
I
what
was
class
gonna
of
require
Sean
you to
Bean
do
your Sean
rhymes,
Bean is
why
going to
not?
be. So we've all selected our classes. I have chosen.
Yeah, I let them choose.
I have
I let
chosen
them choose.
Shooty
I
Bean.
randomed mine.
I have chosen Shooty Bean, a man of action, not words. His strengths are punching, shooting, and not talking.
I rolled up Sean Bean. He does voiceovers, appears in public, takes part in the occasional interview show. His strengths are his looks, his gravelly voice, and his no-nonsense attitude.
Oh, so you're just actually Sean Bean.
I am the real Sean Bean.
The real
Well, I
one.
think we're all the real Sean Bean.
We're all.
We are all the real Sean Bean, but I am Sean Bean.
You're
non-
the public face of Sean Bean.
I was gonna say I'm Sean Bean incognito, but I'm not really, according to this.
And also Sean Bean, the voice actor.
Yes. So, no,
I
I don't
am-
think you are. Go ahead,
I am
Sosa.
the sexy Bean. I am a hunk. My strengths are my jawline, charm, and carrying you away from all this in his big strong arms. In my big strong arms, I am
Yeah.
sexy.
So we've got Shooty Bean, Sexy Bean, Sean Bean, and-
Sheeny Bean.
Sheen Bean.
Last one, Ezzy is playing Stark Bean, a noble leader.
I'm a noble leader. If one a little behind the times, my strengths are honesty, tradition, and doing the right thing. That's all each capitalized. Doing the right thing.
The next part of the guide says your Sean Bean will, however, die. And there are various deaths that if we... the multiverse wants Sean Bean to die, but he can draw power from that death energy. When you act in a way that's likely to bring you towards your tragic demise, you can add a dice to your roll.
Yes.
So
I'll be explaining the rules as we come to them. It won't be too bad to figure out. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, I read none of the rules.
Don't
Same.
worry. Do you guys want to reveal your death?
Yeah.
my first
sure.
my first one is shot, probably unceremoniously.
Right.
Fucking shot.
Mine. Go ahead, Swissy.
I am destined to be impaled on something sharp.
My first cause of death will be massive head or neck injury.
And mine will be involving something involving animals.
Okay, and then there's the next step in here is practice your Sean Bean voice. I watched a Sean Bean interview on my way home.
I forgot. I was
Is it-
going to
is
do
it
that.
The autocorrect one?
It was the autocorrect
Yeah.
one.
God, that was the one I also looked up. Oh yeah.
Okay, so the next thing is the Sean Beans are gathered, waiting in
British.
waiting in
so
the
I
wings
have
of
no
reality,
accent.
looking to end their turmoil when they set a course for a film that's just about to start filming. The process of signing Sean Bean to perform in a film is very similar to summoning a Goetian demon and known only to casting agents. So we can either... I think we rolled up our own film.
I have rolled up the film. So,
Okay.
our film is... I will tell you
Oh,
the
boy.
plot of our film. In this action movie, a lone warrior, Sean Bean, lusts for power but overreaches himself.
I see.
Welcome to the set of the movie. Oh, wait, I did it wrong. We are on the set of the movie now.
This is the movie set. Dang.
Pre-movie.
You can't... I can't...
Oh, there's
the,
lots of things I can impale myself on.
the stream can't see it because that's not the way it's laid out, but
Yeah.
thanks.
This is for us.
I guess this is just for us. So, did you
Oh,
already
yes,
put together
this is,
the...
this
So
is
shooting
movie
the...
set, huh?
Shooting the film, the Sean Beans are going to help each other out. They've infiltrated the set. They're playing the extras, the bit parts, the sidekicks, the love interest, all in a series of wigs and disguises. They're working the camera. They're in charge of the special effects. They're part of the catering team. They're not in positions of
What I linked
authority.
is relevant.
They're not in positions of authority, but they're working behind the scenes to keep their draped line. The film is 9 scenes long and broken up into 3 acts of 3 scenes each. It might be longer when viewed in the cinema, but those scenes probably don't contain Sean Bean, so not really worthy of the name. These scenes do work identically to the stages in Goblin Quest. Scenes in the first act have a difficulty equal to the number of players -1. Scenes in the second act have a difficulty equal to the number of players. Scenes in the third act have a difficulty equal to the number of players +1. If you have a lot of players, 5 or 6, you might find that the game takes a while to resolve. Feel free to shave a couple points off later scenes if you want to. I do. If at least one Sean Bean makes it to the end of the movie, their quest is successful and Sean Bean is freed from his curse.
So,
scene
we are
1.
beginning with scene 1.
Give
we have
one-
to designate the chosen one.
So who's going to be the
So,
chosen
what-
Bean?
One?
Yeah,
Who's
which
going to be
of
the
all the Sean Beans we
the
have,
war-
who
let me-
fits best into
Hey,
this
let me type out.
role?
Let me type out real quick what our movie is, so we don't fucking forget.
I've got it in my document.
Well, I don't.
is
I don't have it on the screen.
It's an action movie. Sean Bean is a warrior, and his lust for power, he lusts for power but overreaches himself.
Cool.
Boom. Okay. So who's going to be the chosen Bean?
Okay, so I'm
I'd say
thinking.
either Stark Bean or Sean Bean himself makes the most sense.
I was thinking Sean Bean with a gun also fits as a warrior.
I think Stark Bean makes more sense as a warrior. Sean Bean with a gun is
Considering he's actually a warrior.
yeah.
So
I believe
congratulations, Nancy. You are the chosen being.
You're the chosen
All
being.
right.
The Council of Beings awards you the necklace.
Take-
I've been
Take
I've
the
been paid
bean
for the
necklace.
sacrifice. I get. Yep, I'm taking the bean necklace. I have it
Alright.
around my neck.
As in the one that you're the one starring in the film, so long as you wear it, or whoever's wearing the film is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are being primed at the moment.
The chosen one should ask. Did you already write out a thing, or are we doing it on the fly?
No. This is the part where we start like designing the act. What I have
Okay.
written it up is the acts, and the amount of difficulty for them, and the misfortunes that will take place.
Okay, so we're figuring all that stuff out now. We just have to get through
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Yeah, like
So,
I'll tell you,
once
we get to a scene that has a misfortune attached, I will spring it on us.
Okay, so you've already done the misfortunes. We just got to get through the
Yes,
movie.
I've written out everything that I could do beforehand.
Okay, so the
Okay.
chosen one should ask these questions of the other players at the table. Where's the first scene set? What challenges do I face? What other characters are present in this scene? Don't worry about coming up with something brilliant. Use the first idea that pops into your head. Once you've established the first scene, the players who aren't the chosen one should describe how they're blending into the set, and you should get going. At the end of a scene,
All
the
right.
chosen one should ask the players... Yeah, okay, so...
Yeah, so we'll worry
this-
about that once we clear this scene.
This is relevant. So is this film actually happening, or is it just a film? Yes, both. It is a film, and it is actually happening to Sean Bean. If Sean Bean dies in the film's story, he dies in real life and is stuck with his curse. Sean Bean operates in a strange segment of space and time. The laws of narrative bend around him. If a Sean Bean sneaks up on an actor playing his murderer and kills him before he shanks the chosen one in the ribs, is that actor actually dead, or can he wash the fake blood off and go back to his trailer? Sean Bean doesn't know. More importantly, by now, Sean Bean doesn't care. So this film has consequences, but only to Sean Bean.
Yes.
So Ezzy, I guess, will ask us
Yeah.
where is the first scene set. This is a
Well, I mean,
warrior
y'all already
action
asked
movie.
the questions, so
Yes.
let's just
Let's
determine-
figure it out. So, the first scene. So, this is an action movie.
It's an
so
action
it's-
movie about a warrior who's lusting for power. So maybe like a throne room.
So, okay. So,
A throne or
okay. So, what happens? What's the danger?
what
in this
challenge?
scene?
What challenges
What-
do I face?
What is the challenge?
We have to. I mean, I don't want to take all the things.
Challenge is overthrowing the previous king. The
Okay,
previous
excellent.
Sean. The previous
Ah.
Sean.
The previous.
The previous king, who is
Old
not
man.
who is not played by Sean Bean.
Yeah, he's played by Russell
whoever
Crowe.
played Robert.
Oh, he's
Robert
okay.
Redford.
I can dig that. We have to kill Russell Crowe. Got it.
Okay, and
And
last
what are-
question: Who
what
else
are
is
the-
present?
I think it would make sense for like the king, obviously.
I would hope so.
The king's advisors, maybe like one or two, and like maybe one or two guards.
Oh right.
It's a throne.
So-
One of them being a guard dog.
And a
So
guard
one of
dog.
those-
And a
that
guard dog put
is
it in.
played by
we're-
Sean Bean.
We're writing it in.
It's one of the beans.
Okay, so Sean Bean is playing the dog. I'm gonna be
One of the dogs.
Shooty
Yeah,
Bean
one
is
of the
going to
beans
be
is
the,
dog.
gonna be the boom operator.
Okay. So we've got
So-
Warrior
so
Sean
listen-
Bean, which is Ezzy.
Warrior
I
Sean
will be
Stark Bean is the Sean Bean in this scene.
He's the one. Yeah.
Sean
Okay, so
Sean
we have
Bean is
Sean
the
Bean
dog.
as guard dog. We have
Yeah.
Sean Bean working the boom mic, and who's the last?
That's
Sexy.
me.
Sexy.
I'm-
Who's Sexy Bean?
Sexy Bean. I'm Sexy Bean, and so I will be on the lighting.
Okay, and that leaves me. I think I'm going to be, the camera bean.
I thought you were the dog.
Sure, I'll be the dog. Okay.
I thought that's what you said.
Well, I said one of the beans should probably be the dog.
Ah.
Well, as he already typed it, so
Well,
it's
I'm
I'll
a
be
dog now.
Sexy Bean.
okay.
So. Hi Fampy, welcome to Sean Bean Quest.
Welcome to Bean Quest. It's about Sean. We're trying to
Welcome
get
to
Sean
Bean
Bean to
Quest.
survive. a
We're
movie.
trying to get Sean
So-
Bean out of his eternal. Yeah.
Well,
We're
that's
all.
ground.
Oh,
It
right.
turns out we're
Sky.
all Sean Bean.
All
So-
right. So basically, how this works is, we can go in whichever order we want, but everyone does have to take a turn. We all take one action, then we cannot do an action until everyone else has gone again. So
I'm gonna
how it
I'm gonna
works.
pull up how the dice rules work real quick because
I have the dice
yeah.
rolls up in my document that I'm looking at.
It doesn't help me.
So I'm going to say we don't want to go do the go hyper turbo goblin quest rolls because they're more dangerous.
Yeah, because
I
you'll
don't know
just
what those
die.
are
And
anyway.
we have a limited amount of beans.
Yeah, and you also have a limited amount of goblins, as far as I'm
One
aware.
bag of beans is very
I think
low.
you have as many goblins as you bother making with goblins. I believe the beans are we only have 5 beans. That's kind of the
Beans.
crux of the thing.
Then we do have to deal with the intergalactic space witch or whatever she's
Right.
called.
Cosmic Death Witch.
Right. Scene 1. I believe as Bean Prime, you should describe what you're
I
doing. in
should
this
probably
scene.
take the first action.
Yes.
First action. Since we're currently rolling, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're rolling.
I will step up towards the throne, accuse the king of being traitors to our country, and bear my sword against the guard dog, therefore invoking my cause of death, something in those candles.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So you're going to use that as, I'll say also, all your other strengths are things that can give you more die. So you flat 1 die, invoking cause of animals gives you 2 die, and if you can pull in your strengths, they can give you additional 3 life.
Well, I'm Stark Beans. I'm pulling out a big sword, and I'm doing the right thing, as well. So
Makes sense to me.
I'm also being honest, and
Speaking
I'm
the truth as you
respecting my traditions of rightful heirs to the throne. So I'm really causing all 4 of my dice at this.
Excellent.
So then I want to. That'll be roll 5d6.
5. Oh
1d5,
yeah, I guess you have 4
d6?
things.
Yeah. Since he's invoked all of them, he get his flat 1 plus all his things he's invoked.
Ah.
Already, so clicking 5d6.
So
All right, so
that's one.
that's one victory.
Two,
Oh, actually,
two
that's
victories.
2 victories.
2 victories.
2 victories.
2 injuries.
So
So this action does kill you, and then something bad also
Okay.
happens. So
Yeah, so the first bean has died already.
so something bad happens. 2 thing. So yeah, I guess describe the bad thing that happens.
Yeah.
Are your 2
What is the bad thing?
successes?
Is that the bad thing is that Sean Bean immediately gets portrayed by a little finger Sean Bean, who looks exactly like Sean Bean but with a thin pencil stash mustache.
And he says, "I told you, you shouldn't
And the
trust
guards
me."
surround him. The cause of his death is going to be obviously what makes him die. So the guard dog Sean Bean pulls out a gun and kills him.
Holy shit!
Oh my god!
Shooty Bean, how could you?
That wasn't me. I'm the boom operator.
Oh,
But victory. The guards do realize after executing Sean Bean that he is right, in fact, and that the Sean Bean on the throne is actually Russian Crowe.
Russell Crowe.
Yeah, Russian
Russell Crowe.
Russia Crow.
Yeah, and then fucking kicks him off the throne. And
All right,
puts
so
the
that-
guard dog on
With 2
there.
we need I think 3 victories to clear this.
We
scene,
need
right?
1 more victory before we can clear this scene.
All right.
Who wants to go next?
Somebody has to take over the bean role.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because like as these next bean can appear, or one of.
Well, I
actually,
think
no.
one of us has to
Me-
take the bean pendant.
Me as Dog Bean is going to claim the pendant. Now
don't we
I
have to
am.
cover up
Now-
the death too?
Yes. Oh wait.
I,
hold on,
Quickly
maybe.
turn off the lights.
Yeah, Swissy
Turn off the. Swissy turns off the lights.
Like I emerge from the dog and switch in for the bean.
Switch in for the bean, and now there's a dog costume on the ground. All right.
Don't worry about it.
All right. So yeah.
I'm
okay.
totally staring, aren't I?
Okay, so
Oh, dip. We got Runaway Tourist is now following. Thank you,
thank
Spencer.
you for the follow, tourist.
Thank you, Spencer.
Yeah.
Is this the D&D session?
Yeah, this is
kind
the
of.
Bean and Bean session.
It's B&B.
Yeah, this is
It's
the,
my
this
whole
is
ass
the
computer
replacement
froze.
for
S&B, Sean and-
second edition game. This is the Sean Bean quest.
this
My
is
whole
Sean
ass
V.
computer
Quest.
froze for like a minute there.
Excellent.
So now,
Your
So
whole
what happened after I turned off the lights?
Nothing yet. I think so. I
Nothing.
think Swissy, this is your turn then. So you turn off the lights and then what?
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, if it's my turn, I'm gonna use my jaw to turn off the lights. So I'm using my strong jaw line to turn off the lights.
Okay.
You're gonna bite the
That could lead to
off
electricity
button for the lights.
issue.
All right, so that's one. What else are you gonna do? The king is. I believe to get through this scene, we have to maybe get rid
We
of. the
need at least one. We need one more.
we need one
to
more
clear
victory.
this
I
scene.
think now there is a traitorous Sean Bean here who may or may not be a real one. There's a
It
there's
is
a traitor
I'm
there's a
gonna-
traitor who's stabbed
That
the
is
warrior in the
exactly
back.
like Sean Bean, but with a pencil mustache.
So I'm gonna turn off the lights and try to drop a stage light on the traitor Sean Bean.
Okay. All right, cool. So that's
So that
2 dice.
sounds like your only. Yeah, it's 2 dice. So roll 2d6.
That's a victory.
victory.
And
Wait. Did
So I don't
wait,
think
wait,
the something
wait,
the
did-
something bad don't carry forward.
did as wait actually did?
Oh
some-
wait, it'd
as
be
you
minus -1, so you do
Did-
take it. What?
As he did roll 3, so there's a -1 to 2 of those. So so Swissy takes 1 injury.
And
So
a
you're-
victory.
Yeah, and a victory. So,
So
we do
you-
clear the scene, but you are at half health now.
I scratched my jaw by using it to turn off the light.
you broke some of your teeth like an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
damn.
nick an artery as you
Ah.
took the light. You're holding it in place, but like you need to go to the hospital.
Right? So that means we've cleared scene 1.
All right.
On
At the
to
end of a
scene
scene, the
2.
current chosen one should ask the questions of the other players at the table.
Oh wait, I'm the chosen one.
Yes.
Aren't I?
Oh,
Or
so did I successfully kill the dude with the stage light?
Yeah, I guess so. And then
Oh,
I'll,
yeah.
I'll use my turn to just fucking run over and like turn the light back on, and the previous bean is gone, but the new. I don't know how these turn. I think the turns just stop when when we get enough victories.
yeah,
right?
once we claim victory, we move on to the next part.
Okay.
So we're
So,
on to scene 2.
Okay, so scene 2. We wrap up shooting for that scene. Scene 2.
Yeah. What happens next?
I believe Sean Bean, now having rightfully claimed the throne, is having a I don't know, like a war council,
Like a war-
like a war council.
Okay. Okay.
Sean
How
Bean's-
does this present a challenge for my character as Sean Bean?
They're arguing amongst themselves because they don't believe that the current head of military is the right bean for the job.
All right. And what
Now,
other characters are present in this scene?
Sean Bean, and Sean Bean.
Okay,
And
we-
Sean
not-
Bean, but
not
half the
ev-
size of normal Sean Bean.
Every character cannot be
One
Sean Bean in this.
quarter-size
There are
Sean
there are other actors in this film. It's not all us.
So Sean Bean's playing the main character, and
Leonardo DiCaprio is there as Sean Bean's butler. What?
Why would he have a butler? He just ascended to the throne.
Well, that's why, you fucking dunce.
All right, you know what? Sure. Leonardo DiCaprio is there. I'm gonna say there's like
He's
two
a
or
butler in, times when kings are a thing.
there's 2 or 3 other
I'm
people
also
on the
gonna
War
say
Council,
that,
and also an
Scar-
assassin.
Oh!
And also Scarlett Johansson is there, but she is 1/4 her size.
Okay, why?
Oh.
But why?
I don't know.
Better
We need
question
Tyrion
is why
in this Game of
not?
Thrones related thing.
No, not an assassin. A spy for the enemy nation or whatever.
A spy assassin.
A spy assassin.
damn.
A spy assassin with
That's
orders
fancy.
a spy assassin with orders to kill Sean Bean if he becomes a threat to the other nation.
To the other nation in this war council.
The
Yeah.
other one.
okay,
The one
so,
they're going to war against.
So what are we all doing in this set?
So I'm the new Bean Prime because as he
Right.
died and I
So
took
so
it.
you're
So I
holding,
think I'll
I believe
I'll
you
go
would
first.
be like
I'm going to Go ahead.
I believe you would
Your
be
words?
if we do the war council thing. I believe you're trying to convince the other people in this room that have power of some sort that they need to do the war. I think that's what
Listen.
the goal here should be.
Okay. Okay. Listen. A war is good.
War never changes. But war has changed.
War has changed. I will go to war, and I will change it.
All right. So what
So
do you?
I'm going to invoke.
Wait.
my-
What's the rest of us doing in this?
Oh, yeah, what am I doing?
I am Sean Bean as Scarlett Johansson as a
Okay.
quarter-sized Scarlett
Okay.
Johansson.
I'm hiding.
Very great
I'm
mix.
hiding under the war table.
Okay.
And I guess I will take over manning the boom mic.
Okay.
Excellent.
So I'm going to invoke my gravelly voice and my no nonsense attitude and my cause of death, which is probably having a neck injury while at war.
Well,
So that's a 1d4.
Uh-huh.
Let's roll. One. That's 40d6. I did my number.
46.
so that's a victory
46.
and something bad happens.
No. So here I
Nope.
rolled it.
So,
So
want
you
to-
die.
I
So
wanted
two
so that
victories, but you
the
die.
the boom mic is what hits you in the neck and kills you.
Just like fuck.
So
I just like, oops, Butterfingers, and then it just slips and bonks you. Also, you did
Yeah.
get 2 points for
So
victory.
two victories.
We
I
have been
did
the
get
cause
2
of all of
points
our
for victory.
victories thus far.
Okay, so we marked 2 victories, so we only need 1 more.
Yeah.
You do get
Yeah.
the boom mic does fall on your neck and
I
you
do-
die and you die instantly.
I do die instantly. The
So-
the
so
bean
I-
necklace is up for grabs.
Okay,
Who will
I'm
be
under
the next bean?
I'm under the table. I quickly snatch the bean necklace and pull the other Sean Bean underneath the table to hide him, and then come back up and go like, sorry, mates, I tripped and I tripped and fell, but now I'm better. And
While
I-
sitting?
I'm back, and now I will
I'm
change
back.
war.
I'm back, and I really think we should do the war. We have to fight the West to be able to destroy it, because they're bad, and I want the power, but I'll give you guys some of the power also too. And I punch one of the I
honest
punch the
man.
counselor. The counselor next to me starts like speaking up against me, and I punch him in the face.
What's that beast, Swissy? Scarlett Johansson. but
Actually,
once
I think
every
war's back.
time-
Oh God!
So I invoke punching. and,
All right.
and that's
That
the
is one of your things.
that's the only one I have. Not talking is supposed to be one of mine, so I kind of fucked up there a little bit.
Actually, I'm,
My cause of death
But
is
you
being
made-
shot,
you-
so I don't
you-
think I
wait,
invoke
wait,
that
you
either.
Did make Swissy not talk?
I don't.
Could stretch it like
I don't
that.
think that counts. I don't think that's a good faith count. So I'm gonna roll
Well, you know.
2d6. 4 to 4. Is that what's that? Something good?
Four-
Something
Two
fortunate.
something goods.
Some, two
no,
something
right.
goods
So that
happens.
means
I think the rest of the council was on. So the rest of the council is on board with the with our war plan.
yeah,
we
so
just
enemy
need to
leaves.
to like tell the assassin. I think the assassin leaves. To go.
Yeah, the assassin
and
leaves.
we get another
The
shot
assassin
of
was trumped because he made a tea for the Sean Bean that was before you that
So
had
now the
something he was
spy
allergic
assassin-
to.
A spy assassin is now 1/4 of their size.
No, so the
No,
spice.
what?
I'm fucking still telling the story here. It's my turn. So the spy assassin leaves the room, and I think we get a shot of them like talking into their wrists, like he's going to war, but he leaves without attacking us. So the spy assassin is gone. We just have to fucking get through the rest of the
So,
scene without
yeah,
dying.
you just have to get through the rest of this. Next bean will have a +1 to their rolls because we rolled something good.
Well,
Okay, so-
you rolled 2 something good, so wouldn't
I
that
don't
be
think it
+2?
stacks. I don't believe it stacks.
I don't think so.
Who
Yeah.
can say?
Because that could break easily. Also, before I forget, I'm going to roll.
If you roll a
new
good
cause
thing
of
or a,
death for
if
my-
you roll a good thing and a bad thing, it counts as a good thing. If you roll 2 bad things and a good thing, it counts as a good thing. 3 good things, blah blah blah. No matter how many good things and bad things you get, though, you'll only ever add or subtract 1 from the next roll. Yes.
Okay.
So, yes.
So 1 second roll.
So,
Just a second.
whoever goes next gets a +1.
It was not me. It would not be me or you. So Swissy or Ezzy will be next.
I don't remember. As
I bring up the pressing matter of we don't have enough gold in this damn town, and we need more gold for the brothels, which I frequent because I'm charming.
I see. Yep, that does it. Victory.
So we need more money. Give us more money.
No, I was rolling my new cause of death.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was
Alright,
that was Boko. That was Boko, not Swissy rolling. I see.
We need to support our brothels. Give me money so I can give it to them, and then I'll run out of money and ask for more money. I want money.
Okay, so roll
Bada
your,
bing, bada
roll
boom.
your fucking,
Bada bing, bada boom.
roll your fucking
Also,
dice,
that-
bud.
That's my next
3.
Nope,
So
that's
that's a
Ezzy.
plus.
No, that's Ezzy.
Oh, so Ezzy, your new cause of death is something involved. As you re-roll again, I don't want to give you the same cause of death 2 times in a row.
Oh, let me re-roll again.
Yeah, it's just D6. And okay, you were shot probably unceremoniously. It's going to be your new cause of death.
Just like Cat in Halo Reach.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Secretly played by Sean Bean. Swissy, are you gonna roll your fucking
I'm
dice?
trying
or
to
not?
use my charm to convince you to give us more money.
So,
Okay,
Swissy,
roll the fucking dice, my dude.
You got.
I don't know how many dice I need to roll.
Okay, Swissy. You have flat 1d6 if you use nothing. If you're invoking one of your attributes, you get 1. So you're
Okay.
using. Seems like you're using charm, so you can roll 2d6.
That's D8.
I hit the.
Fucking D8. My bad. There we go.
2
Heyo.
successes. All right, so you've. So
Hey.
all right. Now I'm not gonna talk for you. How does this go? How does
So,
how does this go? How do we advance?
Oh,
Swissy, you're control of the story, Swissy.
It's your turn at the
I-
story hat.
everybody at the table is like, yeah, that checks out, and they give me a fat purse of gold, and I run out of the room screaming happily.
All right.
It's great.
What are we doing, by the way, in this scene?
I don't know.
You were the.
We're trying to go to war, I think.
Yes, that's what we were trying to do.
We got the last victory point, so we needed to do another scene, right?
Yep.
Yep,
So
we're
this
on
is
to
this
Cut
is
to the
scene.
brothel. No, I'm
This
just
is
kidding.
scene. This is scene 3.
So we needed to establish another
So,
location. Another
I'm
Yep,
I'm the
scene
so I'm the
3.
chosen one right now. What happens next?
Yep. So, scene 3. I think
Theo.
we are at the war front now, and it's time for misfortune because
boy.
it's scene 3, and this is the misfortune for Act 1. An enemy bombardment is hitting the camp, so we will have to deal with this before we can move on. So this
Okay,
will be our.
So we do it. We do have to describe the rest of the scene first.
Mhm.
So at
yeah,
the fr-
but that is
so
the
we're in the
misfortune that,
so we're in the war camp near the front lines.
yeah.
We're in the war camp, and we're kissable soft.
War camp at the front lines.
What?
Okay, we're in the war camp at the front lines. Yep.
All right.
How does this present a challenge for our character? I can't answer that because I'm the chosen one. Somebody speak up.
War is a challenge.
Turns out Sean Bean is much more of a talker than a walker when it comes to war. He's a strategist, but he's not a soldier.
Okay, I see.
War is hell.
So
So
Sean,
he's got a ×4 weakness against bombardments.
Sean Bean is bad. Sean Bean is secretly bad at fighting.
Secretly bad at war.
Secretly bad at fighting, and let's say like the camp gets raided.
All right. And who else is present?
Who would be a good like fighting nemesis for Sean Bean?
Yeah, who's the minor antagonist of this film?
Hugh Jackman.
Christopher Walken.
Hugh Jackman flanked by Jack Blackman.
Hugh Jackman and Jack Black.
Hugh Jackman and Jack Black, who fused together to become Hugh Jack Blackman.
Hmm.
So it's just.
That
It's
sounds
Jack,
like BoJack Horseman spinoff.
Hugh Jack
Jack
Black.
Black
Jackman.
and Hugh Jackman in a trench coat.
Yes.
Hugh Jackman and Jack Black are I guess, like, the enemy commanders.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Commanders
And they're in the raid.
who
And
raid the
they're
camp
gonna have a showdown with Sean Bean.
and have a showdown with Sean Bean. Okay. And
right,
then the misfortune is that there's a bombing raid.
Yeah, enemy bombardment, which we could make as the raid because I did not flavorify all of these.
Misfortune bombarded. So we're in a war camp at the front lines. Sean Bean is secretly bad at fighting and the camp gets raided. Hugh Jackman and Jack Black are the enemy commanders who raid the camp and have a showdown with Sean Bean. So I think the scene is I'm gonna describe kind of like my thing in this thing. I think the scene is this: we're in the middle of the camp in like a cleared out space. All of the enemy soldiers are all on one side. All of our soldiers are on the other side behind me. On one side of this circle are Hugh Jackman and Jack Black circling in opposite directions. As I, Sean Bean, stand ready with my fucking gun. Even though I had a sword in a previous scene, but now I have a fucking
But now
gun.
you have a gun.
Turns out it was a gun sword.
This is an action movie, not a fantasy movie, which was another option. We're just gonna say this fantasy setting has guns.
Yep.
Like a Glock. It's a Glock.
I've just got a
It's
fucking
straight up
clock.
gun. You took it off the guard dog who fucking murdered me.
Yeah, I took the as a trophy when I killed the dog. Yes. Okay, so yeah, I think that's the scene. What are the rest of you fools doing in the scene before I start doing things?
Before the prime goes. I'm gonna say, let's see. What would be like I'm gonna be faking as like I'm just gonna be like an extra soldier
All right, and
Off to, like, the left
on
there.
what side?
to the left there
Okay.
from you.
Okay. So you're an extra soldier on the Sean Bean side.
The bean side.
Okay.
I'm gonna be acting as on the enemy side, someone manning the embarments, so like the catapults and shit.
Okay.
I'm gonna man a harpoon on the Sean Bean side. I don't know where this harpoon is, but it's somewhere.
This was harpooned somewhere on the Sean Bean side. Excellent. So I guess I'll go first. I think right as we begin this fight is when a hereto unknown third and much larger army flies through with their fucking planes and starts dropping bombs on the center of the conflict.
Fucking.
I dodge out of the way without saying a word and start taking shots at them
Handgun.
with my handgun as the planes fly overhead.
I'm wondering
And just-
what age of like fantasy we're in.
It's not
because
fantasy.
we went
It's just
from,
that-
Final Fantasy.
Listen, I just rolled
It's an
action
it's
movie.
an
not
action movie.
fantasy
I get that, but I was like thinking Game of Thrones, and now we have
No,
like,
no, Game of
now a third like a third fucking army with fucking planes showed up. So
Yeah,
now I'm
the
I'm in
planes
this,
start.
like weird mindset in like
As he-
I'm in this weird mindset that in Attack on Titan we went from like kind of like weird technology like fucking like spinning around like Spider-Man, and now it's just World War III.
This is a skull-out war, Ezzy.
Yeah, share the fuck is.
Ezzy, I don't know what to tell you. We're playing a series of Sean Beans trying to escape their Sisyphean curse of constantly dying in all media. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what
So
you
I
can tell me
I take
either.
pot shots at the planes as I start dodging and not speaking to anybody. And one of the planes takes a strafing run at me, and I attempt to dodge out of the way. So I'm invoking my shooting, I'm invoking my not talking, and I'm invoking my cause of death, giving me 4d6.
Okay.
Ugh.
So that's a success.
An injury?
Something bad and an injury.
So something bad. So I think I succeed in dodging
No, that's
most.
two something goods.
Is there something good?
Something bad is 3. Injury is 1 and 2.
Ah,
Okay.
yeah. So
two something bad.
So I think
injury.
I think I take a shot in the arm, and as I'm trying to dodge out of the way, I think the bombing run, the victory is that as I'm taking shots, one of the Jack Black comes over and tries tries to like attack me during the distraction. I just fucking blast him right in the face and he dies. So Jack Black taken care.
Black, no!
Jack Black is taken care of. Bean Prime is slightly injured, and there's something bad that happens. I think is that one of the planes like comes down, gets taken out by like one of the fucking volleys or whatever, and just crashes into the camp. So now half the camp is on fire.
So right, the next
Hell yeah.
person to go will have a -1 to all their rolls.
Mm-hmm. So good luck,
So who
motherfuckers.
wants to
Bean
go
Prime
next?
is safe in this scene for now.
So then I started blasting my
Blast.
harpoon at fucking Hugh Jackman.
All right.
I'm just gonna use my jawline to pull the
No.
trigger on the harpoon.
No.
I did it for the fucking light. What's wrong with the harpoon? This is where you draw the line? There's planes, there's guns, there's swords. This is Game of Thrones. We were playing Sean Bean as Scarlett Johansson as a midget. But that's where you draw the line.
I wasn't say midget, but okay.
Well, heat of the moment. My bad.
Yeah, I got you.
I know what I
had a
meant.
heated- You had
I'm
a
sorry.
heated game. You had a heated Sean Bean moment.
Fucking, just for the love of God, please, just what are you doing?
I'm gonna carry the harpoon in my arms and fire it at.
Throw it with your.
Now here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
The harpoon, it has a chance to backfire since I'm using it improperly by carrying it around, which could invoke my cause of death of being impaled.
Impaled. Okay.
I see.
So, carrying it around, being impaled, that's +2, so I'm gonna roll 3d6.
Let's see. That's 2 victories,
Two victories
and an
injury.
That means I'm dead.
Oh
All
shit!
right,
Did you have
let's
one?
see.
I
It's
got it.
Do you have
time
another one?
to roll. It's time to roll. Your new cause of death.
No, no.
Swissy. Roll a.
Okay,
What?
do that first,
What's
and then
the victory?
Swissy can describe what happens.
Oh wait. Yeah.
Because we
Go
did,
ahead.
win,
Oh, you
we
got
did
it.
win
So
this scene.
No,
It's
we
really
actually.
miraculous.
This is a 4 difficulty scene.
It's
Oh,
really
because of
miraculous what
misfortune.
happened, actually. The harpoon wouldn't go off at first, so I set it down, very confused, like, why is it not going off? So I got in front of it to check it out. Then it fired. I yeet all the way across the battlefield, and then I hit Hugh Jackman, thus killing him. It's great.
All
So
right.
let's see. Time to roll a d6 so we can find out your new method of death.
Your new method of deathing.
Fucking...
Swissy. Oh, he's gone. Swissy has died.
Uh-oh.
Swissy is dead.
I'm gonna take next turn.
Okay.
By the
All
way.
right.
Swissy
wait for
remains
Swissy
dead.
to
So
come
Hugh,
back.
Jack-
I'll roll him a
Hugh
thing.
Jackman's down. Jack Black is down. I think there are still planes.
There's still planes. That's what I was gonna say. Like the enemy army number 1 is done, but we need to take care of enemy army number 2.
Ah!
And also half the camp is on fire.
My computer keeps freezing. Like,
Okay, it's fine. I wrote you your new cause of death. It involves animals now.
did I impale myself within Hugh Jackman?
Yes,
you did.
Okay, good.
But you were disguised as one of the random soldiers, so they can't tell it was Sean Bean. Yes.
Yes, rather good.
All right, so it'll be my turn, and
Yep.
seeing how half the camp is on fire and how there's still flames about, Sean Bean will turn to a random extra and be like, "I'll be honest, I've never been more scared in my entire life," and then he'll do the right thing by throwing his embalmment over to where the planes are, hopefully to stop, to have them crash into the field and to stop the fire that's spreading. So that's 3d6.
I don't know about that
All
logic,
right.
but go for it.
Let's see your
Fuck
d6.
it.
That's 1 success and 2 something goods.
So,
Unfortunately, will not carry over to the next scene.
but you do it. But you do the thing. You did
It
it.
does.
So my embalmment catapult hits a plane that's full of water, and it goes crashing down, spraying water all over the field, putting out all of the fire, and then it crashes and makes the other army go away too.
All right, it's
so
time to move on to
I am
Act 2.
I am still Bean Prime.
Yeah, surprisingly, you are at 1 heart.
I survived, but injured. All right, so
Mhm.
scene 2 or
Scene, yeah, Act 2. Act
Act
2,
two.
Scene 1.
Act 2, scene 1. Where?
So, I guess, where are we?
Where is the first scene set in Act 2?
Are you asking everyone, or is it
Oh,
Yes.
it's just us at large.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm asking everyone.
Sean Bean was captured in the heat of the battle. Now
Oh.
it's interrogation time.
Okay, so we
Okay.
got captured by one of the other arm. I see.
By
Oh,
the
this-
by the mysterious third commander.
They just
Inter.
swooped you up with the.
I will reveal the third commander when time comes because it works out for the misfortune for this scene.
Oh God.
so
So
is it a
injured-
four? Is it a
injured Sean
4-tier victory thing again?
This would be
Yes,
five,
since we are in
actually, I
Act
think.
2, the first 2 will be 4. Last one of it will be 5. Next, 5, and the last one will be 6.
Okay.
Oh, so is there a misfortune in every scene 3?
There's a misfortune in every act. The way the dice happened to put these 2 right next to each other.
Okay, so this one would have a score of 5 to get through. Then is the misfortune?
Yeah,
what gives
this
it
one
that?
has a score of 4 to get through. The last scene, because this one will be equal to the amount of players, so 4.
Right, plus the misfortune.
The
Is that not how that
misfortune,
works?
Yeah, sure.
So
no,
that would be
misfortune is just. Oh, well, I'll make it 5.
Okay, and then the end. So that's what because the first act is all 1 minus 1. The second act is all the same, and the third act is all plus 1.
Okay.
So I assumed that
So,
the reason you added 1 to the last one was because of the misfortune. I thought the misfortune
I was
gave you
only
an extra
doing it because
victory
that's how it
point.
was done in the player book.
Okay,
I'll be
I see.
honest.
Okay,
But
so,
whatever. Let's keep going.
okay, so injured Sean Bean has been
captured.
injured. Sean Bean has been captured by the mysterious
There's
third
army.
Third Army. In the
How does
chaos.
this present a challenge for
In the chaos.
participants?
How does this present? What? Yeah, how does
As
this
the
present a
being
challenge?
captured, I think, is the challenge.
Captured, and they're trying to get information out of Sean Bean
Interrogation. All right. So I'm gonna take this last one, which
about
is
how
what
he's
other.
going to change the war, because he
Wow,
boasted
what-
about changing the war.
So, what other characters are present ties in perfectly to our misfortune, which is a rival group of goblins on their own quest to interfere. So I'm going to switch out goblins for a different celebrity. A
Okay.
group of Paul Rudds entered the scene
Nice.
No!
as the leader of the rival army.
And they're all going like, look at us. Look at
Look
us.
at us, the
Look
4
at
Paul
us.
Rudds.
A group
state
of
as
Paul
they walk.
Rudds enter the scene and interferes, and are leading the mysterious Third Army. Or are the Paul Rudds just like the strike force for this army?
No, they're part. One of them is the king, and the rest are his
The
supporters.
Dreadlord Rudd is returned.
Not Lord Rudd.
I am
wasn't even
the
there for that.
I am
He's
the
back.
I am the interrogator in the scene.
You're a
Who's
ter-
like, oh, your highness. Whoa.
The
You're
army
here.
is the Rudd.
Actually, the interrogator is also Paul Rudd, so it's pretty great.
I'm gonna be the
Oh,
Sean
look at
Bean
you.
that's I'm gonna be the Sean Bean that's hiding underneath the tablecloth of the table that's right behind the interrogation.
Yeah, I think I'm like tied to a chair and also very wet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've had
Next to
water
that
dumped on me.
and
I'm
I'm
a very sexy interrogator. It turns out.
I'm the one who is carrying the King Rudd's cape.
Nice.
I see.
That's a thing.
So
Oh, so King Rudd
let's.
is
I
here.
think. Yeah. All right. So
Oh god, oh
since
god.
this scene is just starting, I think I'm gonna go first. What can I do to prevent this?
What
Actually,
can
I
you
go
do
let
to
one of you
make
go
to
first.
ensure that Paul Rudd survives? I'm pretty much stuck at the moment. So
Oh no, we gotta get Paul Rudd dead.
no,
we
sorry.
have
Yes.
to
What do you do to
disable him.
ensure that Bean Prime
You have the
survives?
king's. You're holding the king's cape. Couldn't you
Yeah,
use that to
yeah.
strangle him?
I can't really tie that in with any of my things. Let's see. Yeah, whatever. So as Paul Rudd walks up to the torture table and is about to start monologuing to Sean Bean in the chair, I yank on his cape, flipping him down and embarrassing him.
I see.
It's just gonna be a flat D6.
What's my new cause of death, by the way? I never rolled that.
It is animals, I believe.
Okay, gotcha.
So
yeah, I
3,
updated your sheet.
something
That's the
bad.
3. That's
something bad happens.
So as I try to pull the cape, he just like does the Michael Jackson forward tilt but backwards, and looks at me. He's like, and they're like, oh.
A traitor.
No.
A traitor in the midst. I don't know why Paul Rudd sounds like that.
So whoever wants to go next, you got him -1 to all your rolls.
I unleash the lion that I keep caged for interrogation purposes,
Okay. Sure. Fuck it.
which is
All right.
very possibly might kill me. But you know what? It's a die. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah,
Boop.
it's the die. That's what Mario says.
So
when-
my- so -1.
So that's So that's a 4 and a 2.
Injury.
So something good happens. You do get injured.
So yeah. And yep.
So the lion actually tackles me, and that involves the injury for sure. It's not a loyal beast, but he tackles me right into the king, further pulling him down and thus yanking the cape onto his neck.
Okay.
see.
That means
Since
whoever
Goku's
goes
still
next
holding
gets a +1.
If somebody can untie me, that'd be super great.
I'll go. I'll chime in. My character will peek his head out, and whisper to the Sean Bean in the chair, be like, "I'll be honest. I was here the whole time. I didn't want to lie to you, and I'll do the right thing by untying you." So that'll give me a 3d6.
Do you just
Go
keep
for
is
it.
on? You just keep on starting
Wait, what's
sentences
my,
with "I'll be
wait, what's my
honest"
con-
because honesty is one of your things.
Wait, by exposing myself, I am risking myself to be shot unceremoniously by one of the other Paul Rudds.
By
that's
the lion
4d6.
himself.
All the yeah.
All right,
sure.
go for it.
Fuck.
By my gun-wielding lion.
So that
Oh,
3
no.
is
No,
a
no, no,
bad
there's
thing,
a plus
that's an
ones.
injury.
There's a plus
Oh,
one,
yeah,
so
you
you
got
didn't die.
+1, so you
So that's
get
2
one.
bad things that happen, one
Two ba-
injury,
two
and
bad-
one
And a-
good thing that happens.
So it just it equals out to
Cancels out.
It equals out to 1 bad,
All right.
1 bad and 1
And-
injury.
Yeah. So you take a harm.
Okay, so I take a harm, so I'm at one half of a life.
3.
Oh,
So I'm
boy.
gonna say that as I'm poking myself out and reaching over to try to untie the Sean Bean, I'm unceremoniously shot, but not fatally, and I retreat back. But then that Paul Rudd knows that I'm there, so I can't quite do it again.
And also, tablecloths aren't very bulletproof.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Back on
All
the
right.
table.
Let me think about this. I still haven't died yet, right? I'm still at five beans.
5 of 5 beans.
Yes.
think
I'm
so.
at 3.5 beans at the moment.
Yeah, I'm the only one who hasn't beat.
Okay, so I.
You did bean.
You did
die.
beat. You died. You died.
Well,
in
I
the last
died.
scene.
I wasn't the prime bean.
All
No,
right, right,
you
right.
have not seized the necklace for yourself. Quite
Right.
yet.
You haven't had to become Bean yet. So
Right.
I'm going to, without saying a word, break out of my rope with my excellent muscles, punch one of the Paul Rudds, thus disarming him, and then taking his fucking Glock and shooting the king. Those are the things I'm going to attempt to do.
Let's go.
And I'm also at risk of being shot unceremoniously because there are multiple Rudds in this room. So that's
You
5d6.
saw your helper get unceremoniously shot, so you're running the risk of that too.
Right. So I'm gonna roll 5d6 at a -1 penalty.
All right.
So
So
Something
3,
bad, something
4,
good,
2, 4, 4.
injury, something good, something good.
There's -1 on all those too.
yes. So I do get
Yeah.
injured and die, but something good happens is what that equals out to. So
Yeah. So who is
I managed-
going to claim?
I think I managed to. I think I managed to not take out the king. I think the king like moves out of the way, but I managed to kill like a couple of the Rudds that are behind him before they just fucking open up, and I am I'm Boromired but with bullets as I die, as I fall through the ground dead.
And you collapse over the lion situation, which switches your body out with the one that is
Yeah,
being
I-
Lion takes an
I-
interest in the freshly dead body.
I trip and fall onto the ground next to where the lion is. The lion, I think, like gets off
Seemingly
of
confused.
the lion, very confused, like gets off of the Swissy bean and onto the me bean, giving Swissy bean the opportunity to steal the necklace and continue as if nothing happened.
I take the necklace, and the lion is destroying the evidence as we speak. It's perfect.
The perfect plan.
All right, finally, we made it through a full cycle. Going next.
Yeah.
Well, we have Swiss as Bean Prime now.
Swiss is now
Swissy,
being
do you
prime.
want to-
Would you like to?
How many victories do we have in this scene
None.
so far?
None.
not a one.
Okay.
But we have +1 on the next roll.
I'm gonna look at the king, flash my sexy jawline, and be like, "Hey, look at me.
Hey.
Why don't I just carry you away from all this, and we can go live a happy life somewhere else?"
Okay, so you're gonna try to scoop Paul Rudd up in your arms.
All right.
I'm gonna try to scoop
Yeah.
him up in my arms, you know, and just like really turn my head and hand that jawline up and be like, "Hey, look at me."
All right,
So,
all right.
Let's do it.
So
That's
that's
a-
5, 4.
That's 2
6.
successes,
Hooray!
and
And
something
something good
I
happens.
Huzzah!
So what happens?
So what is what
Good-
is the something good that happens, Swissy?
Actually, nothing happens, right? Because I got a bad and a good.
No, you didn't.
No.
There's you got
No,
+1.
you got-
remember,
plus
+1 on all the rolls.
Oh, radical.
That's two victories and one something good.
Yep. So we still need 3
Paul
more.
Rudd is just absolutely enamored by the sudden show of charisma.
It reminds
like-
him of himself as a younger Paul Rudd.
And he's like,
Sexier.
"Whoa, whoa, whoa! Cease fire! I think I found true love." And so,
He gets a boner. He gets a boner.
he allows me to carry him out of the interrogation room.
Okay.
Unprompted. I guess the scene can't move from the interrogation room, can it?
But it can.
You
we
get
still
to, like,
got. We still need 3
halfway
more
to
victories.
Outside the interrogation room, so you're on your way.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Alright.
One of the Rudds quickly unmasks himself to wink at the camera, and it's me. And then I put the mask back on. I go, "We should really get out. We should really get out of here and leave them alone, guys."
That makes stuff.
Oh, I never rolled a new death. Let me.
Death. So roll d6. That is 2. You have a massive. You will die to a massive head or neck injury.
You know, getting boners is a type of head injury.
Yep.
Hey.
So I'm like, yeah, we should all get out of here, guys. There's no need for that. Come on, and then I shoot the button that opens the door with my gun.
Okay.
That I also
you
have.
completely changed my image of this place.
I thought we were in a tent, but there's a button that opens the door, and I shoot it with my gun.
It's a button called a zipper, and also it goes up and down.
I shoot it with
Oh,
my gun,
no.
invoking one of my d6s. So I get 2. 2d6. +1 to both of those rolls. That's 2 more victories, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
So I think
Which
with
means we are-
that, I've convinced all of the other Rudds to leave the room, to leave Bean Prime and King Rudd
Yeah.
alone.
Bean Prime and King Rudd.
So I
Yeah.
believe injured Bean is still in the room somewhere, and I don't know where the rest of you fools are, but I've evacuated the room of Rudds. So now we just need to get one more victory for this scene to be done.
Okay, so
Wait, we got 4 victories.
We needed 5.
this is a
because
5
of the
difficulty
misfortune.
scene.
Because of the
God
misfortune.
damn it. Well, who's gonna go next?
I guess I'm gonna rip Paul Rudd's cape off and lay it down to create a bed for them.
I see.
Aw.
And let's see. I can check my.
That must be a really thick fucking cape. Because I ain't about to fuck on concrete.
I thought we were in the ground.
It might be dirt.
In the
Well,
ground?
who
Are we
can say it's a
underground?
concrete tent?
I went down and I, with like my perfect no nonsense attitude, was like, For you, your majesty, with my crown.
Starts
before."
folding it up so it's a bit layered, so it's more like a futon.
So
Sure,
that's
sure.
a 3d6.
No pluses or minuses on this one.
So, I
something
take
good.
I take 2 harm and die.
You die. Something good happens, but you die.
I tried so hard, but here, 1 second, I have to check.
What?
And
What do you?
got so
What do you die
far.
by right now?
I get
The
crushed by a heavy
arousal of
object.
the possible Rudd X.
You get crushed by a heavy
fucking
object.
You get crushed by us fucking.
You accidentally slip
We don't wait for
underneath
you to leave
the
while you're laying the
folded
cape down.
You accidentally slip yourself underneath the folded cape, and they start fucking, and you get crushed.
That takes my bean count down.
All right, who
Natural
hasn't gone?
disease.
Who hasn't gone yet on this round?
Ezzy, I'm pretty sure.
Well, no, I went
Oh,
once.
yeah.
I got injured, but
Well, we've started a new round since then because we didn't advance. So we just need one more. We need one more victory. Ezzy, you've got a plus.
I got a plus. Let me look at my my thing.
Oh, you're still under the table, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. So I'm gonna
With a gunshot
I'm gonna
wound.
come out of the table as they finish their the fucking, and wrap the tablecloth over me like I'm a priest and be like, we have to. I'll be honest. We need to respect the sanctity of marriage. So as part of tradition, I now name you Rudd and Bean. Doing the right thing by marrying them. And once again, because I've my honesty got me shot before, I am making myself out to be shot unceremoniously by doing this. So 5d6, baby.
All you need is one success with plus with
Something
a
good,
plus.
something good, something bad, something good, and a victory.
So you get something good and a victory. So we had the scene. The scene
Did
ends
he have a
with
plus 1? Yeah, we
Yes,
had a plus 1. Yeah.
you had a +1. So yes,
So that's a victory.
we win. And I
We
think
cleared the scene.
I think
And King Rudd and Sean Bean have fucked and are married now.
Yes, they are.
so.
I cannot believe the direction I accidentally took that.
So,
That is.
who's Red Prime right now?
Swissy is
I
Red
mean,
Prime.
Bean Prime.
I'm Red Prime, baby.
Bean
Swissy
Prime.
is
Bean
Red
Prime.
fucking
Bean
Bean
Prime.
Prime.
His Bean Prime.
Bean Rudd. they combine their last
um,
name.
We're ending the war through a political marriage, baby.
So
Hell
what
yeah.
happens next?
So yeah,
Oh, boy.
what happens next? Indeed, I think King Rudd takes Bean back to the back to his country of Ruddtopia, and for
like a proper marriage that isn't in a.
so they can get
Start
official
doing the
so they can have an
ceremony.
official political marriage
Wedding
between their two countries.
Marriage.
Thus offering true peace to the land. So I think this.
Okay.
I think the scene is the in the
I
Rudd
think we're
church.
shifting from an action movie to a romantic comedy now.
It doesn't matter. There's time for action.
Oh. So,
I have plans.
how does this present a challenge for our character?
Well,
The
obviously,
assassin is there.
Paul Rudd had a betrothed that is very furious about him going
Want
off
to
and
kill
getting-
Paul
get-
Rudd.
And
getting-
randomly fucking a
Ma-
bean.
And it's Scarlett Johansson.
She's back.
What
She's back.
color size
She's-
Scarlett Johansson?
She's back and is regular
Okay.
sized.
So,
So she's
So I-
gonna send her entourage of celebrity females to try to ruffle up the Bean and try to get her to back out of the marriage.
Okay, so this scene takes place. Let me just get this straight. This scene takes place in the church during the wedding. Maybe this is like right when the priest is like, "Does anyone have any objections?" And then fucking SWAT teams of women coming through the window.
Scarlett Jo Swanson.
Various named celebrity female actresses all just bust through the fucking church windows
I'm-
and one quarter size Scarlett Johansson bust through the doors and say, "I object."
All right. So who is who? in
Gwyneth
this scene?
Paltrow is there, and she brought her goop.
I'm going to say, I'm claiming the spot of the priest behind the altar.
Oh, I was gonna be the priest behind the altar because I was the one that actually wedded them.
Marriage. I
Maui.
shout loud.
Okay, I'll let you have that. I'll be one of the attendees in the crowd.
Okay.
I will
Babe,
be
what do you
Sean Bean's personal bodyguard that he brought with him.
Okay. Okay. So who
Also,
wants to
coincidentally, his best man.
Yeah, Quinn's
Who
his best
wants
man
to start the
bodyguard.
scene? Who wants
Hell
to
yeah.
start the scene?
I guess the priest would say, "Do you have any objections?" So
A
if you're-
marriage. I shout loudly. Now, well, there's to be waffle way. I say in my gravelly voice with my no nuts.
I
And
don't shoot myself.
doth thou have any obligations, then speak now or forever hold your peace.
Already.
And
And
this
then
is
they
the-
all bust in, and now
they,
what do you
they
do?
all bust in. What do you do?
Behold, you shall hold your peace, I say, trying to control them with my gravelly voice and my no nonsense attitude.
Is that
Oh,
what
yeah,
you
you
think
know that
gravelly
gravelly
sounds
voice.
like?
Yeah,
So something bad happens, but two
Two
victories.
Two victory.
All right, what's the bad thing?
What is the bad thing that happens?
I'm asking you. It's your turn.
They do not respect my clergy certification, and they charge forward.
All right, I'm gonna fucking without saying a word. The first
They
one.
point out that you got your clergy certification online and that it's not a real clergy certification.
How dare you?
So as soon as one of them gets close enough, I punch one directly into the face, backwards into another one, and then with my other hand take out the AK that I've been carrying this whole time and start blasting.
So anyway, I started blasting.
So anyway, I started blasting, which gives
So
me
punching,
4d6.
shooting things, and not talking.
So yes, roll 4d6. -1 to all of those, so that's 1 victory, 2 goods, and a bad, so it equals out to a good.
All right. Well, that doesn't. Oh, so yeah, that's one victory.
But we
that
do get a
puts us at
victory.
3.
So that's but puts
What
us at
is
3.
your
We need
good?
what? 1 more. I think the good thing
Yeah, so
is
we need
I
one
think
more.
the good thing is I take out about half of them and I look super fucking cool.
Okay.
I'll chime in with the Sean Bean in the audience, pulling out several pies and being like, as tradition, it is at every marriage that we need to throw within Paultopia, we need to have a good old-fashioned food fight. It is only the right thing to do, and start throwing pies at the other half of the crowd.
All right.
So 3d6.
After I've murdered about 30 people.
So that's 2 victory points and injury. I am dead.
Damn.
What's your bean count at?
A
it?
wayward pie has
my,
killed you.
my V count is now.
No,
at
how was
3.
Ezzy supposed to die?
Oh yeah, Ezzy, how do you die?
I start the food fight and everyone starts throwing some food.
No, what is your cause of death that you rolled
like
before?
Desserts and stuff, but then someone throws a whole ass hog and Sean Bean in the crowd, crushing his skull. A whole ass alive hog, by the way. So it wasn't quite like cooked enough for Sean Bean's taste.
So
Now,
I
rolling a
rolled
d6.
Your
2.
your new method of death is massive head or neck injury.
Massive head.
Away.
injury, Okay.
All right, so we've made it to scene. What is this? 6?
No, we still need one more victory. I believe.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Aren't we
wait,
only
no,
at
no,
4
no,
now?
Oh no, we got 4.
No,
Yeah.
no, we got 4. We're good.
Woo.
So, scene 3, bedroom.
So scene
Successful.
6. Bedroom.
I'm
Okay.
going to,
We're
I'm
going
going
back
to
to the
say-
bedroom? We already had
No.
fucking.
we're going to the wedding suite.
Oh.
not the torture room floor.
The honeymoon.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Not the,
this is the what happens next. I think Swissy is still Bean Prime.
Yeah, I'm Bean
Yeah.
Prime.
Swissy didn't die this time.
Yeah.
Alright.
So does Bean Prime set the scene? I'm assuming.
No, you
I
ask.
asked the
You
thing.
ask us.
So
Okay.
what happens
I'm
next
gonna-
is the
where are
first
we?
question.
So I'm gonna say that we're in the wedding suite. Paul Rudd kicks open the door, walks out carrying into it, carrying Sean in his
Well, this is
strong
backwards.
Rudd arms. Don't worry about it. And he sets them down on the bed.
This is going in a direction.
All right.
What show?
How does
What
this present?
challenges do I face?
How does this present a challenge for Sean Bean?
So I'm gonna say that I'm a nearby Sean Bean body pillow. I'm just a Sean Bean stuffed inside of a body pillow, just like nearby in case they need to like have a threesome cuddle.
I'm gonna say I'm going to be the maid and or butler that walks in on them.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, we haven't
they
finished
forgot to
answering the
cover-
fucking questions. How does this present a challenge for the character?
Yeah, that's what I
well,
asked.
He's given up his chastity already to Paul Rudd, so this might not be as sexually satisfying as before.
Okay. I'm gonna say it presents a challenge because fucking Hugh Jackman kicks in the door. He wasn't actually dead.
he was
Sean
actually
Bean,
dead.
the previous Bean of mine is still attached to him. Holy shit!
He throws
walks
aside.
in
He
with those
throws
tablets.
aside. He throws aside the soldier. Fucking. And so yeah, Hugh Jackman's also here, and he's trying to kidnap Paul Rudd. Because I'm trying to set up for a satisfying third act.
No, I've had a plan. I just haven't rolled bad enough for it yet.
All right, so Hugh Jackman's here. He's kidnapping Paul Rudd currently. That's the challenge.
Gotcha.
You guys have already described where you are. I'm gonna be Let me think about this one. I'm gonna be a lamp. Gonna be a lamp.
So it's a full-size Sean Bean lamp in the corner.
Wearing a lampshade, standing perfectly
So we
still.
have two inanimate objects, Sean Beans, and one that is the maid walking in.
Yeah.
Correct. And then Wolverine's also here. I mean, Hugh Jackman. It's not Wolverine.
I mean, also,
He's not the character he plays.
or is it?
All right. So who wants to go in this scene?
Have at it, inanimate objects. I mean, it's your time to shine, lamp.
All right. All we have to do
Who
is
can say?
our only goal is to make sure Sean Bean doesn't die. We don't necessarily have to kill the Wolverine.
We just have to remove it.
What is the end goal and how do we get there? We have to survive 9 scenes with at least one or at least one Bean
If he-
remaining.
Yeah.
The Sean Bean pillow will roll over, get in front of Hugh Jackman, try to distract him with his Sean Bean authenticity, and try to be like, "Hey, just trying to follow tradition and have you give me a little cuddle," and that would be 2d6.
Okay,
Okay.
go for it.
Sure.
Oh,
Two successes.
Holy shit!
2 victories.
All right. So, how does that resolve?
He immediately thinks this is the Sean Bean and decides that he too is in love with Sean Bean and starts cuddling with the fucking body pillow, distracting them for a full minute.
I see.
To answer Fanfi's question, this is the difficulty checks are based off how many beans exist. So the more beans there are, the higher difficulty it is.
Yeah, I'm down a bean. I think Ezzy's down 2 beans.
I'm
I'm down to Bean.
All right.
Okay.
So who's
So that's me. I'm being cuddled by Hugh Jackman. So
Who has a harpoon in his chest, by the way? I should have had.
and your dead dragging body behind him. Yes, I'm
the
well
the
aware.
prior bean. I'm going to, in an attempt to make this scene just a little bit more romantic, I'm going to attempt to, without speaking, slowly like shuffle over and try to just quietly mop up the blood.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm trying to make a good.
Don't-
I'm
Don't
I-
don't
I-
slip on the fucking blood and die, bud.
I want to rid us of our curse, but I also want to make like a decent film.
What?
2D.
You don't find bloodshed sexy? A lot of people do.
No.
Hmm.
So I think 2d6 because not talking is the only thing I'm invoking.
Yeah.
What's my cause of death again? I don't remember.
Let me look at your.
I think it was a 2.
It's shot.
Well, it's the most recent one I rolled.
you
I think was a 2.
1 second. I'll look at cause of death. Massive head or neck injury.
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
It's the same as me. We've been having the same one for a while.
4 and 3. So,
So something good and something bad. So that
so I
is
think
that
they just
something-
I think they just cancel out. I don't remember. Let me double check.
Yeah, let's go with that because that makes sense.
You try, but there's
So
no
you
mop
just
to
kind
be
of stand
found.
there as a lamp. You don't even turn on. You're just standing there.
Maybe
If
next
you roll a
turn.
good thing and a bad thing, it counts as a good thing. Okay.
Okay,
So-
so
okay.
So a good
plus
thing
one
happens.
for-
I clean up all of the blood, removing it as a hazard, and shuffle back into my position. Hopefully, the camera didn't see any of that.
Which leaves Bean Prime.
Yeah,
to
it's
make
me or
food.
Bean Prime. Go ahead, Swissy.
You must rescue your new husband.
Oh, you hadn't
maybe.
gone?
No, I haven't gone yet.
Oh, my bad.
No, I mean, you can go. I'm still thinking about what I'm gonna do.
Come, my love. Not like before, but you know, let's leave.
Abscond.
Abscond. We'll leap out the window. I know there's a pool down there, and if I'm wrong, well,
Okay.
Anything
goes-
with your chin to make it more.
You leap out the window.
I'm gonna grab him up in my arms,
Mhm.
and you know, there's birds on the ledge that I gotta jump past, so you know that could be dangerous.
Sure.
Death by John Woo Bird.
Yeah, for sure. So I'll just say that's 3d8 or d6, obviously.
Yep.
Words
That's
are hard.
one
you have a
success.
plus 1.
Oh,
That's
thank
a
God.
Success.
Because otherwise I'd be
Let's
dead.
see. Success, something
A
good,
thing,
something
something
bad, which
good,
equals
bad
out
things,
into
that'd
a
be
something good.
Thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a plus 1 going forward. What's good? What is good, Swissy? What is the good
What good
thing?
bit happens when you jump out this window with a flock of fucking doves flies off?
The good news is there was
There
a
is
pool there. That's the good news. The good thing
And
that happens
both
is the
you
birds.
Buffy
birds-
and Paul Rudd get wet in more than one way.
Oh yeah, you bet. The good news is the birds are startled by this, as they should be, and they flock into the room aggressively and start to peck at everything in sight.
Oh god.
That's a good thing, right? Who can
Which
say
is a lamp and a romantically charged Hugh Jackman with a Sean Bean body pillow,
it?
which is actually Sean Bean inside the body pillow.
Right.
So really, all the non-prime beans are not having a good time.
Boca, I believe you're the only one that's left.
I'm the only one who has not
And you're
gone.
the maid who was supposed to come in halfway through, so I guess now is the time.
I walk in on the room and I am completely horrified. I was
No,
like,
just change course. Be like, you didn't walk in. You actually
I walk
walked
in
out
and
to
I
the
perform
pool.
about face and immediately like,
All right, is that your action? Is that something actionable that you can roll about?
I don't think I can. Let's see. I was like, oh, I guess I gotta clean it. I start picking up things, and with my like no nonsense for this room, and I start throwing garbage out the window.
Okay.
Slash.
I don't
roll.
think that's what no nonsense means.
How,
But go
how
on.
many victories did we need, by the way, for this scene?
5 because it's the last
Okay,
scene of
gotcha.
the act.
Well, I jumped out the window a little early, didn't I?
So I take a harm. Actually, yeah, I take a harm.
You
and
take a harm, but something good happens.
So
So that something good happens. You recognize that Hugh Jackman is a piece of trash and throw them out.
Hugh Jackman and the body pillow also go out the window.
Oh no, you've sent them after us.
Top.
So I believe the camera is probably the camera is now by this point on, ideally the fucking pool at the bottom where Hugh Jackman is now.
The camera does this sick impossible shot where he jumps out the window as well, following whoever just fell out of it.
Yeah. So Hugh Jackman is in the pool now, along with Paul Rudd and main character Sean Bean, and also a body pillow, also of Sean Bean. Lamp Bean dives out the window and attempts and pulls out a gun without talking, and starts trying to fucking blast. Starts trying to no, not gun. He tries to fucking from the air Superman punch Wolverine Hugh Jackman.
Power dog.
He tries to power dunk Hugh Jackman from the top of the wedding suite to wherever the pool is. So
Jesus.
I think this could invoke a head injury if it goes bad. So I'm
That's
gonna roll
46.
46.
Yeah.
That's
That's something good. Victory.
wait,
two,
we have
two,
something
two
bad.
victories and
-1.
two
We have-
victories and two
we have to-
goods.
Two,
No, wait, so just-
two harms. Something bad, something good, and a success. Because
So two harms, good.
Wow.
and
Are we
success.
at a -1?
The last
Because
one
your
had
your
something
previous
good
one
in it.
your previous one was a +1, so I should have +1 to all of these again.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah. So that's something good. Victory. Something good.
So yeah, 2 victories. Is that enough to take us out? Are we out of the scene?
Yes.
And it's enough to take Hugh Jackman out.
Yeah, I
Blah,
fucking
blah, blah.
from the air Superman punched Hugh Jackman, who gets dunked into the ground or into the pool very deeply, and he's unconscious. And I think with that,
And he's too busy
I've-
still
I've
cuddling Sean Bean pillows
I've caused
to
enough
not
of a
drown.
I've caused enough of a distraction for Sean Bean to escape with King Rudd.
Indeed.
Into Act 3.
All right, so now we need 5 points to get through a thing, unless this is the one where the fucking thing happens.
No, this is not the one that has misfortune in it.
Okay, so
Alright.
scene 7.
So scene 1 of Act 3.
So
We
Swissy is still
surprisingly have a lot of beans left.
Swissy, we've been rolling decently.
Where's the first scene set?
I think the first scene is outside the city.
Okay.
I think Jack Black has taken over. While Wolverine was trying
He's
to take
still
out,
alive?
while the Wolverine was trying to take out the leadership, Jack Black came back from the dead maybe and has taken over the town.
Now there's a zombie epidemic.
And there's a zombie epidemic in
No,
the
they're
town.
both coincidentally double liches.
Yeah, they're both double liches, I guess. And they've taken over Ruddtopia, and Sean Bean and Paul Rudd are outside the city trying to make a plan on how to take it back. This is the narrative I've constructed. If everyone's cool with that,
I get it. Well, how about we have like a repeat of the War Council, except they have to convince the War Council to help out Paul Rudd's kingdom.
all right. So how does this present a challenge for Swissy's character?
I think it's because we have to convince them to go to war to help their enemy that
To help
Yeah.
Ruddtopia, who did bomb them not like 2 days ago.
Yeah, they did.
But of course they weren't the
approve
main
of
enemy.
Rudd Bean marriage.
Right.
Because remember,
and
it happened in Ruddtopia. It didn't happen in
Beanland.
Beanstown.
Beanland.
Venistan.
Beanistan. It didn't happen in Venistan, that's true.
Shot Venistan.
Alright, and what other characters are present in the scene? I think the War Council, Paul Rudd.
War Council.
The
War Council, Paul Rudd.
Rudd.
Bean
and,
Prime.
Yeah, Bean Prime, obviously.
Obviously, yeah. So
I'm good. I think I'll be one of the people that's just sitting in on it. You know those public war councils.
I'll be the guard at the door, keeping the zombies out.
And I'll
Nice.
be a sniper that's trained on Paul Rudd 5 buildings away.
Oh shit.
A planned assassination of Paul Rudd during the War Council meeting.
Oh shit.
Oh, Rudd dies, we can annex Ruddtopia.
That's I forgot that he overreaches his power, so maybe this was Sean Bean's plan the whole time.
Big brain.
Now here's the thing.
See,
Here's the thing,
Sean Bean
Soups.
ended up wanting the power of both Rudtopia and Sean Beanistan.
Here's the thing, Soups. There's only one thing that kept me from killing Paul Rudd last scene, and that was you said you had a plan of some sort. So I was like, okay, I guess I won't betray Paul Rudd and take the kingdom.
The plan I believe
so we
is
could have a revenge.
I believe. So what I was going to say is that then my plan was for the second army that like Rudtopia and Beanistan to like go to war with would be the one led by Hugh Jackman and Jack Black. But I guess they're zombies now. So
Jackland.
Jackland, yes. Jack Blackland. No wait. That's
Jack
just
Blackman.
Jack Jackland.
Jack Jackland.
Jackmond.
Anyway. Anyway, yeah, who wants to start this show?
That was definitely the plan. I will gaze out the window and give an okay sign.
All right. Roll your die, I guess.
I don't know how that.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a single die, I guess.
I don't know how
that's
actionable
D6.
that is, but sure. Oh no!
Don't miss! Don't miss!
How did you hurt yourself shooting this gun, Susie?
How did you hurt yourself turning around and looking out a window? Also, are you dead or are you just injured?
I accidentally. Okay, so there was actually Paul Rudd's plan from the beginning was to assassinate me the whole time so he could take my kingdom. He had a
There's
sniper out the
counter
opposite
sniper-
window.
There's a counter sniper trained on
Out the-
you.
Out the opposite window, and I gave Paul Rudd's sniper the okay signal instead of Ezzy. So I got shot.
Oh, okay. So you take one in the shoulder. I see.
Ugh! I mean, I've had one harm since the interrogation scene, so,
So you died.
I'm dead.
Oh, so you're dead.
So somebody else has to jump in and become the Rud or become the Bean.
Thankfully, there's someone
Real
who's
fast.
just sitting in on there, so hopefully they can go grab it.
All right.
He puts a second Paul Rudd beneath the table with the first one from hours ago.
It's
Sean-
like running. It was
second
there
Sean
for
Bean.
months.
Who's the
Jesus.
closest? Is it me?
Yeah.
I'm at the door, I think.
Yeah,
As he's 5 buildings away, so not that one.
Yeah. I guess I'm Red Prime. I'm being Prime now.
All right, how are you doing it? Let's go.
So,
Everyone's distracted by the fire of the sniper shot.
that sucks. Now you see, the evil people have taken over Rudtopia. I've sent their best to try to take me out, but no one can take me out because I am the Bean.
Oh,
I am the Bean.
so I see. You're basically ripping off a fake mustache and going, "I was the real Bean the whole time."
The entire time.
My
That
God.
that was a doppelganger. The fucking...
That was my doppelganger.
A very dead doppelganger, I'll assure you.
All right,
King
so
of Beaners. Now
All right.
we must go to war against the evil forces of Jack Black, who was recently deceased but has now become undeceased.
all right, roll your dice, bud. Let's go.
So I think that's gravel. If I guess no nonsense attitude, and my gravel is 3d6.
2 successes and an injury.
And I.
I'm dead, but I
Oh,
got
n-
2 successes.
Now wait, does the bean at the door? Does he rip off his mustache?
The bean at the door quickly takes a shot at King Rudd, and in the distraction grabs the amulet and switches place, kicking the other bean under the table. Those they're traitors. They're traitors. Traitors, the lot of them. Oh fuck, I'm talking. Damn it. Oh well, I already did it. What's my cause of death again? Head injury? I don't think I'm invoking that, but I am invoking shooting. So, 2d6. Or 2d6. Boom.
Ooh,
Victory and an
That's a
injury.
success.
I'm
So
also
that's an
dead.
injury, but also a victory.
I'm also
You're
dead.
also dead.
I'm
Every
also
bean
dead.
is dead.
See,
So-
you've got to get in here.
So So the remaining Sean Bean rips off his mustache, brings out a fucking megaphone that is constructed with a squirrel,
You
some
have to-
rope,
you
and a
have to get-
megaphone.
You have to get the amulet.
You have to get the amulet.
You have to get the amulet as you get in there.
Shoots a special round of a sniper shot towards the amulet that like
boomerang
ricochets to come back so he can grab it and wear it.
Okay.
Boomerang gun.
Oh my
A
god.
boomerang shot.
Will
Sure.
the real Bean please stand up?
Ezzy, please don't
As
die.
he invokes, is like, I'll be honest, I am the real Sean Bean, and I need us to come together in order to do the right thing.
Oh my god. I'm down to 3 beans.
And I'm invoking my massive head injury by this boomerang shot going very badly.
All
So
right.
4d6.
Sure. How many victories
Oh, I
do we
need to roll a
need?
new cause of death.
Yeah, so do I.
Animals,
Victory,
animals,
something good,
animals.
something good, something bad.
And an injury.
How many
And an
victories do we
injury.
need?
We need a 5. We're
How
at
many do
3.
We're at 3. God.
So I
No,
do
no,
injure
Swiss is good.
myself. I blow off like a chunk of my flesh on my head, but I'm still alive. But I have
Still
the
alive.
amulet and it's around my neck now.
Okay,
And
so
I'm 5 buildings away with a megaphone telling everyone where I am.
I am the real Sean Bean. Now, how will the new Sean Beans integrate themselves into this scene?
Well, we have to be in the new building.
Sean Shooty Bean rises up from behind Bean Prime, new Bean Prime, and goes, and doesn't talk, but like motions towards Sean Bean and motions towards a secret passageway, punching the wall and opening it up.
Okay.
That's 4d6, I think.
Jesus.
Yep.
Because I didn't talk, I punched, and I guess I'm not invoking cause of death. Also, what's my new cause of death? I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1?
Yep.
Impaled.
Ooh, that's rough. 3d6.
You can impale your fist in some rhubarb. Okay.
Uh,
that's-
Success!
are we out of the
Yeah,
scene
that's a
now?
victory,
Oh,
an
I think I still get
injury,
injured.
and,
Yep, you do.
wait, it's +1 to all that because I rolled something good.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
So
then
you
I'm
something-
fine.
Victory,
Whew,
something
then I'm fine.
good, and something bad, so they cancel each other out.
So yeah, it's just the victory. So I think
It's over.
I'm
the
able
scene's
to
done.
rush Bean Prime out of the scene and into a secret passageway that leads underneath the city.
All right. Where?
But
Is.
I believe King Rudd is still alive, and we also have to contend with Hugh Jackman
The
and Jack Black.
revived double liches of Hugh Jackman and Jack Black.
All right,
I can't
so
believe
this
the double crossing we just experienced.
is I can't believe all of us
I'm the
fucking
real Bean.
all
No,
of
I'm the
us
real Bean.
died in the same fucking
I can't
scene.
believe we've
All
just
the
pulled a
fucking
Spartacus.
Fucking buildings away. No, I'm the real Bean.
I can't believe you just pulled a Spartacus.
All right, so Ezzy, you're Bean Prime right now. Ask us those questions, baby.
So, yeah.
All right, what are we doing? We're going through this secret
It's-
passage,
it's-
right?
it's
Or
what
are we
happened-
gonna,
what
like,
happens
fast-forward
next.
past that?
So what happens next? So like, what's the next scene after this? I guess.
Yeah, what's happening?
We
What's the next scene?
I'm gonna say we're like heading down the passage.
To what
and
end?
the challenge is we are being pursued down the passage
Oh,
by
okay.
the minions of Jack Black, which were going to be the subscribers to his YouTube channel, which is how he created the zombie.
Jabuti Dubs! No,
Nope.
Jablinski.
Jablinski Games.
Game.
Try again. How dare you?
Flanked by also Djibouti Dubs fans who are just there to have fun.
Just there because. Alright, how does this present a challenge for my character? I think that should be obvious. You're being chased down a narrow
Yeah, we're being
passageway.
chased, or else we're gonna die from the wrath of Jack Black.
What other characters
And
are
the
present in this scene?
zombies.
Is there
Guards.
are zombies also.
It's
I forgot.
guards.
So the other characters are all... I think three fucking elite Sean Bean troopers are escorting King
No,
Base
Bean.
Bean trooper.
No, 2 elite Sean Bean troopers and 1 sewer Sean Bean rat.
One
Rat
Sean Bean,
man.
one Sean Bean wearing a sewer rat costume.
Yes.
Well,
Jesus.
resuming my role from the previous scene, I believe I'm one of the bean troopers leading Bean away.
Mhm. I will also be a bean trooper.
I guess
So
that
at
makes
least
you the
Swissy
rat.
could be a bean
Swissy's
rat.
rat bean.
I
You're
guess
Rat
I'm
Bean.
Rat Bean.
Rat
All
burn.
right, so I believe our goal for
Rat
our goal for this scene, although that may change wildly depending on how the dice go, will be to get Bean out of the
Get
out
him
of
to
the
the
tunnel.
end of the tunnel.
How many more scenes do we have after this?
Just
Oh,
one.
the final scene is after this one, unless we feel like there needs to be another to finish
Also,
the
is
story.
this the one with the misfortune, or is it gonna be
No.
the next one?
It's
No,
gonna be the
no.
final scene.
Oh,
It's got
no.
a misfortune on it.
Oh no!
So the
All
final
right.
scene has got to be like our big battle.
Yeah. It will be
Alright.
big, trust me.
All right, I
Or if you
know.
have the misfortune.
All right, I know. I pat my other Bean on the shoulder, my other like Bean guard, and take up a defensive position around like a what do you call those things that are like in the side of tunnels sometimes? They're just like it's slightly larger, like an opening.
Pillars.
Yeah, I take position behind a pillar with my sniper rifle that I have now, and I just start shooting back at the crowd of zombies and Jack Black soldiers. So I think that's
So that's
3d6.
guns.
I believe that's 3d6 because I'm invoking gun and also not talking. Success, injury, and a good thing.
Okay, what's the
So-
good thing?
The good thing is, I think I managed to slow them down, giving Bean and the rest of them enough time to get further ahead. The injury is that one of the zombies gets all up on me and takes a chunk out of my shoulder before I'm able to like push him off and shoot him with my second gun that I have. So I'm injured but not dead yet. Other beans.
Gotcha.
It's your
So
move.
Yes.
I, as the Bean Rat,
Correct.
am gonna run up to Jack Black and try to leap up and, bite his
on
face
his-
off.
No, there's necky.
Just bite his face off a little, which presents a danger to
'Cause it
me
looks
as a
vaguely
rat.
like cheese.
Presents a danger to me as a rat because I could technically die because of animals because I am dressed as an animal and doing a thing.
Ah.
So
It does just say
that
something to
works
do with
out.
Be
animals.
sworn by your own brethren.
Oh no.
So you have a plus.
Sure. All right.
So you have a plus, so that's two
you-
more victory. Nope, you haven't rolled yet. So that's
That's a
harm and a
victory
victory.
and injury.
Yeah, it's victory and injury.
Are you dead yet?
No, I think we're all
no.
at full health because we all died during
So
the
I
previous
imagine
scene.
that all the other rats catch with that you're not quite like them because of your beanage.
You're not the
Yep.
rats.
Because all the other rats are actually Will Smiths, all all dressed up as rats.
Oh god.
So they all
it's a
kind
real
of swarm
And
you
they all
as you try
swarm
to
me
fly.
going, ah.
it's
That's
a real cat situation.
Mulligan, I will let you know there was a face-off version of this that I did not feel comfortable trying to do because I didn't understand it.
I want to
I
take
don't
his
know.
face.
I don't know that
Off.
much about Face Off. I'll be honest.
His
Other
face.
than that, that's the
It's
part I know.
off.
All right, so Jack Black is, I guess, momentarily
Getting his
stunned.
face bitten off.
There was also a Nicolas Cage one that I also didn't want to do.
All right,
Wasn't that the
let's
evil
go. Who's
Nicolas
next?
Cages?
Yeah. So me, I guess I'll go next as the other super trooper.
Yes,
Yep.
the other Sean Trooper.
I place my hands on his no, I grab I know so over on the site there's like a dolly. I instruct him, get on, in my grappling no nonsense attitude voice.
Okay.
And I start going, just start running with him on the dolly.
Okay.
All right, sure.
That's a 3d6.
No bonuses on this one.
No, there are two bonuses. Gravelly voice and no nonsense
no,
attitude to
I
tell
meant-
No,
No-
but like
no
no
pluses.
plus ones from the last roll.
Yeah, 3d6.
That's
Success.
a victory, something
a
good,
good
something
and
bad, so
bad.
that'd be something good.
Yep. So success and something good.
All right, something good. We start really make some good distance on him. The next
Alright.
next roll has a +1 to it.
Alrighty, so me as Bean Prime, I'm gonna try to like use the dolly as like a skateboard. Like as I'll be honest, I've been practicing this for the past 15 years, and I'm gonna try to invoke also my cause of death, which is a massive head injury, which happens a lot in skateboarding.
Yep.
So that's 3d6.
You're not wearing a helmet. Oh my
All
god.
right.
Oh, I'm dead.
Oh no!
I am dead.
You're dead, and
But something good happens.
And something good happens.
What
because of
is-
the plus.
You also ride alongside me.
I guess
with
you-
skateboarding because it is a dolly. You actually had hidden rollerblades in your shoes, and as my body collapses underneath the dolly, splattering it.
I guess you just pick up the amulet and keep going. Uh-oh, I may have lost audio. Hold up, gang. Discord's being a little fucky wucky right now. 1 second. I've been disconnected. Has my stream
going.
also... Okay, we're good.
I'm
back.
a live bean.
I disconnected for a second there. It was I like lagged out. What's happened in the last 10 seconds?
So as he died, I'm Bean Prime now. He tried
Yep.
to skateboard, did not go well.
Yeah, I heard as I splatter beneath the dolly. That's the last thing I heard.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
didn't listen to Goldfinger when he tried to skateboard, so he died.
I
Doing
see.
everything I can.
Doing everything I
And
can.
Boko is being prime. Yeah.
I'm Bean Prime.
Boko
now.
is
Who
not
wants to
Bean
go?
Prime.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, we're
Cycle's
still in
over.
the scene.
Who's
Have
got-
we fully cycled or?
Yes, we have fully cycled.
Yeah.
Alright.
So now it's whoever wants to go next.
Discord
In that
detected it
case,
was time to the stream. We're getting there.
I, in the midst of my rat being devouredness, I am going to try and break off the rat pack, like Goku style, like where enemies pile on. And he's just like, ah, and then they all go flying off. Goku does that probably at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
He
he
does.
does. Probably.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to do that and then catch up to the boys. And there's really nothing else I can. I guess it could almost be death by animal. So I'll roll 2d6.
Okay, so
Something
some-
bad and a
some-
success.
Something good.
No,
and a success.
something
Oh,
Those-
it's good.
those-
No,
Something
you.
good and a victory. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yee.
Oh,
I mean,
that's-
what
So
victories do we
the
need? What
good
are we-
thing that happens, I do shrug off all the rats, and in doing so, they actually get real agitated by the people about to trample over them, which is Jack Black and all the zombies. So they
Right.
start attacking them fools. Start really being some real ankle biters there.
Mhm.
They start
Uh,
doing it like a West Side Story. Start like,
And then I catch up to the boys. So
All right, how much
To the
do we
beans,
still
if
need
you
another
will.
victory to get to the thing?
Yeah,
now?
we need one more victory to get to this
All right.
final scene.
I think I do a similar thing to what Swissy Bean just did, except I do it with fucking like an assault rifle, just shooting in all directions, trying to get them all off of me. And I don't scream while doing this. It's very specifically, do I not scream? And I also punch
I
one
love
of
how
the
your
zo-
character like forgets to not talk half the time.
and then I also punch one of the zombies in the dick. So
does that work?
Like, punch.
so I'm gonna roll 4, I think. I don't remember
Yeah.
what my death is. Head injury, I think.
Head injury.
So I don't think I can really.
Which I
invoke
could
that.
see pulling off the complicated maneuvers you are. You could really hurt your head. mentally
I
speaking.
think I'm just gonna stick with 4.
Okay.
So I
One
die.
success. Yeah.
No, you got a +1, so you only
That's
took
2
one injury.
successes, something bad.
I only
and,
needed 1 injury, my
only
dude.
I think that brings
Oh.
us to the next scene anyway, so it doesn't
Yeah.
carry over.
Welcome to the final scene.
I do still die though. Like
Scene 3.
Okay.
Oh, you're like, so you stayed back and held them all off as you got overrun.
yes.
Which let us
yeah,
get
you-
out.
You got overwhelmed. Like you tried to punch the dick, but it just like
That was my
It was
mistake.
punched
went
back.
into- Like he
The
punched
dick.
back, and also like it went into his mouth. And he bit your whole arm off.
Jesus.
So I'm down to 2 beans, gang.
Yeah, I'm also
Well-
down 2 beans.
I'm
We are-
at 3 beans right now.
We are in the final scene, a difficulty 7 scene.
Woo!
Now, as
Damn.
Prime
7?
Beam, as the Prime Beam, I get to ask you a question. Where is the scene set? What happens
And
next?
the tunnel opens up into an arena. In the arena, wait, in like fucking cool ass mech armor, not Wolverine. I keep calling him Wolverine. His name is Hugh
Oh,
Jackman.
Hugh Jackman,
And-
Jack
He's
Black,
back!
and
King
and Paul
Rudd.
Rudd.
What?
The final confrontation between Sean Bean and the combined forces of Wolverine and Paul Rudd.
And behind us in the tunnel, being
Jack
chased by
Black.
Jack Black. Oh my God!
Yeah. This
Hide the
is
scissors.
this is the final
They'll
showdown.
be here any minute.
And I guess the characters present are. I guess everyone's gonna be in like the crowd, yeah.
Yeah, there's like
Or
a
the people that are
there's a fucking huge crowd here. There are Redtopia people. There are whatever I call
I wanna say that
Jacqueline.
there's gonna be a giant lion that's Sean Bean in the
In like the
People
lion's
did it.
mouth with like
Yeah.
a mask.
yeah.
So,
And it's time for the final misfortune.
Okay.
The final misfortune is something important explodes.
I explode.
I think that, no.
You're not important.
I
What are you talking about?
I think the tunnel like behind us explodes and there's no escape.
There's no way back.
It's either win or die.
So I'm gonna be a hot dog man in the stands.
You're
Hot
gonna be a
dogs.
butcher?
Hot dogs, get your hot dogs. This is how Sean Bean sounds. No, this is Australian. What the fuck am I talking about? Hot dogs, get your hot dogs.
The giant lion is like right next to the vendor and just grabs one real quick before we start.
Okay. Where is? I think Boko's Bean Prime. Where's Swissy?
I'm being prime now.
Yes, yeah. Boko's being prime.
Swissy, who are
we
you?
have the giant lion in the crowd. We have the butcher in the crowd.
I'm not a
We
butcher.
need,
I'm a hot dog
Swiss's
vendor.
one. A circus term for a vendor is a butcher.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I learned that because of Extinction Curse.
Oh, I see.
Swissy, what are you doing?
So I am. So in this arena, there's
All we have
also...
to all we have to do is get at least one of us to survive this scene, and we win.
Cool.
And Sean Bean is cured of his curse.
Cool.
You'll finally die. So what are you supposed to see? What type of bean are you?
So in this arena, there are also like lockdown cages with potential to be opened and unleash more things into the arena. I am behind one such cage as a juggernaut in huge armor waiting to be unleashed upon the mechs.
I see.
I'm wielding a large claymore.
I
So
see.
we have a vendor, we have a giant lion that's in the crowd, not in one of those cages being released, and then a juggernaut in the cage.
I see.
See, I've
This,
stepped
hey,
out.
hey, this movie rules, and I would watch it.
Right?
I can't believe it's changed genre twice.
No, we got back to action movie. Action movies
We
have
just-
romance
I think
sometimes.
3
Look at
times, 'cause We
Deadpool.
had like romance, but also a bit of softcore porn in it. So like,
Well, I mean, most movies have boning in it.
This movie is just
No, yeah.
this movie is basically just
but not
Deadpool.
to some explicit detail.
Anyway, I step out onto the sand. Apparently, all my guards have vanished.
Yep.
Like, I can't
They
believe.
died in the explosion.
Yeah.
You managed
Yeah.
to survive.
I strike a pose using my looks to try to make Paul Rudd remember what we had, and I speak to him in my no nonsense gravelly.
I don't think you
voice.
could just say that you're no nonsense.
Well, my attitude is no nonsense. I can't
She's being-
believe you'd
She's
betray
being
me.
no nonsense by like being upfront and like burying
No
themselves
nonsense.
vulnerably.
I see.
I can't believe you betrayed me like this. I loved you, Ruddy.
Ruddy.
Boy.
Rudd Rudderson.
Now,
Why
this
would-
is still in the narrative of we were also betraying Paul Rudd, so I mean, your
Yeah.
words only carry so
But
much
it
weight.
depends.
Hey, listen, I don't. My characters don't have to be honest. I'm not Ezzy.
Ah, that's fair.
Oh, fuck you.
I point at him, accusing him. You
Roll the
have
damn
betrayed
dice.
me for the last time.
Oh wait, I have to roll a new death.
I'll tell you what your death is.
Boop. 6.
Oh yeah, wait, didn't I also die here? So
Shot.
Shot again.
Hold on, let me roll my death real quick.
Okay. That is hung from the neck until dead.
Jesus.
From the neck to dead.
Good luck using that one. So anyway, I think that gives me looks. Yeah, so that's like my main 3. Roll 4d6. Oh, look at that!
So that's,
Two,
Damn.
that's
two
three
vic-
victories,
three
something-
victories.
Oh no, 3 victories,
Three
something good. So we're already halfway there. Like
Hooray.
he really remembers the love y'all had.
So it's just my looks, and he starts
Yeah,
to
he
remember.
was entirely in it for the sex. Let's be honest here.
He starts remembering.
And gets a boner.
The way he was
In his
swept off
mech
the
armor.
middle of a torture chamber.
Matt gets a boner.
It's like that one Transformers gif with the crane.
Oh my god.
What's the fucking the crane Transformers boner gif? Like the name of that robot? Hoist.
Even his name is funny.
Even the name is
Hoist.
funny.
Fucking hell.
So who's going next? Lion, Juggernaut, Hot Dog.
Hot
Oh,
dog.
I'm in a cage.
Hot dog
The
will go
lion
next.
is go-
Hot dog is
okay,
going.
yeah, hot dog.
Hot dog is going to using a gun concealed in the hot dog cart. Shoot the trigger to unleash the Juggernaut and maybe some of the other cages just to cause some chaos.
Okay.
All
So-
right.
So
That's just
uh,
like 2. I
so,
think.
and I'm not talking also.
Never.
But how are people gonna get their hot dogs here if you're not shouting, "Get your hot dogs here"?
Well, I'm not shouting "Get
They
your hot dogs
shout,
here" while I'm.
they shout it in
Sean
Morse
Bean's
code with
like
like.
very charismatic presence makes everyone want to get a hot dog.
No,
I
they
see.
just shoot their gun in Morse
That's
code.
2 more
So
victories.
that's 2 more victories and
Something bad happened.
an
That's,
injury.
that's a. Yeah.
No, it's I had a plus.
No,
for
no,
the
I rolled
previous
something
one.
good, so they get +1.
So it's
So
something
that's
bad
something
happens.
bad.
Yeah, something
Something
bad
bad
to the
happens.
nice one to the next.
So I open
So it
maybe.
jams the door.
I think it.
and
I think
it
it opens up.
ricochets
It
back.
opens up the Juggernaut cage, but it also opens up 2 other cages that both have fucking like chimeras in them.
Oh,
Fucking huge beasts with 3 heads, a lion, a goat, and a dragon head. 2 of them come out into the arena.
And the 3 heads is of Mads Mikkelsen, Hideo Kojima,
and,
Guillermo del
and
Toro.
Norman Reedus.
and Norman.
Yes.
So 2 of them come out.
2 of those come out. Yep, that's what I got.
all right.
We only
Lion,
need. I think we
Juggernaut.
only need 1 more victory.
We need 2 more because this one's 7.
Oh, right.
All right, fuckers.
Okay.
Is that what the lion said? Oh no, that's the Juggernaut.
He's the
No,
Juggernaut.
that's the
You have
Juggernaut.
to you have to say the line, Swissy.
I don't know what line you're talking about. So
I'm the
that might be
Juggernaut,
difficult.
bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No, they
All right, I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
Yeah, he said it. Ooh, yeah.
So I come on out of my cage and I'm doing just fine.
Gotta get out because I want it all.
And I attempt to leap atop the back of one of the chimeras, not to ride it, but to like run up it and leap off of one of its heads to get a jumping start at one of the mechs and try to slice through where the person inside would be, the Hugh Jackman mech specifically.
Okay.
Yeah, because like
Radical,
Paul
'cause
Rudd is
Paul
falling
Rudd
in
may
love
be
with the boner
capacitated.
already.
And this may cause death by animals, so you know,
It sure might.
if chimera is an animal, I would say
Yes.
I
Chimera
might
is
be
definitely
caused
part
to death.
animal.
Let me see here. My jawline's not even showing, so that doesn't even matter. Cool. Ah!
You
So
no
you died.
no.
You died
No.
by chimera.
He has a bonus. No,
Oh,
wait.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's plus one.
that's actually -1. So yeah, you die.
You died.
So as I'm running up, the Norman Reedus, Hideo Kojima, and Mads Mikkelsen chimera turns around, looks me right in the face. I'm just like, oh, and then they,
It
Eat
eats
ya.
ya.
they do their deed.
It eats ya. So I think you're down
All
to
right,
2. I believe
Lion.
you're down to 2 now also.
Yep, 2 beans.
All right, so the giant lion is going to realize that he's not special enough, considering the
The chimeras.
the chimeras. So he's going to transform into a were-lion and then try to take out Hugh Jackman.
All right.
All right.
Try to maybe bite him and make him also a were-lion. And they are going to go by tradition of the were-lion alliance. I need to try to bite you. Sorry, just being honest. And I can't invoke anything else. That's 3d6.
Let's
Nope.
go.
No plus, no.
That's
3 victories.
that's 3 victories. We do
That
it.
was
You did
that's
it.
8.
You
We
murdered.
done it.
All right. So,
So he
let's.
transforms into a were-lion, leaps up to Hugh Jackman, bites him, and then he also turns into a were-lion. And they both start leaping out everywhere, turning everyone to were-lions until everyone in the stadium were were-lions.
Except
My
for
God.
except for Paul Rudd, and let me try to close the narrative home here. Except for Paul Rudd and Sean Bean, who Sean Bean walks up to Paul Rudd and offers him a hand, and Paul Rudd takes it, and they live happily ever after in the kingdom of the
Embrace as
were-lions.
explosion as the people are turned into were-lions behind. them.
Were-lions,
And
and there's an
they
explosion in the
they rule the
background.
were-lions
Nuclear
with an
reaction is happening.
iron fist, but like a cool like rainbow painted iron fist, so everyone knows it's like a friendly iron fist, but it's an iron fist. Yeah.
Now-
Rainbow Iron Fist.
And Paul Rudd has broken his curse, or nope, Sean Bean has broken his curse.
No, you said it. Paul Rudd broke his curse. That
Paul Rudd
means
broke
he
his curse
stopped being
also.
Clones of himself.
Paul Rudd can stop cloning himself, and Sean Bean is no longer cursed to die forever. The end.
Yay!
This certainly
Yay.
this
Nice.
certainly was a game.
This was a game, and this was probably the best movie ever written.
So I'm really sad that no one ran out of beans, because there's a clause for this. When all your Sean Beans die, if you run out of Sean Beans, you become part of the Sean Bean Revenge Squad, a ghostly legion of Sean Beans that protects Sean Bean from beyond the grave. You roll 2 dice for all of your actions, but you can never be the chosen one again. You also get to pass through walls, spook horses, possess people, and generally do all sorts of ghost stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess we're just too good at being Sean Bean, huh?
Yeah, it's a good. Listen. Other than the times I kept on talking, we played to our strengths.
The alternate ending I was going to suggest there at the very end was going to be Paul Rudd realizing that he, in his mech suit, had a self-destruct option that would bring down the entire arena, since they stood no chance against the Were-Lions and the up-and-coming Lich Kings. So he was
Right,
gonna
I forgot
Gonna
Jack Black
yeet
is
Sean
probably
Bond
still-
out of the stadium and activate
Sean
self-destruct.
Bond?
Sean Bond.
No, that's
And then activate
that's
self-destruct,
the sequel.
thus
The
ending the
sequel is
threat.
that we forgot nobody actually took care of Jack Black. He's just in a sealed tunnel.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So let me
But we have Were-Lions on our side.
let me do a quick recap of this movie. Sean Bond confronts King Russell Crowe at the beginning of the movie, and deposes him after being attacked by some guard dogs, but ultimately he does fine. I'm gonna read this as it would appear in the movie without the mysteriously dying Sean Beans. There's a war
Right.
council where a spy assassin for, I guess, the Rudd Kingdom is in attendance. Sean Bean convinces his countrymen to go to war. At the front lines of the war, he's attacked by Hugh Jackman and Jack Black. But then the Rudds, having heard about the plan from the War Council, bomb that thing. Hugh Jackman and Jack Black are presumably dead from the assault, and Sean Bean is kidnapped. Sean Bean then falls in love with Paul Rudd, and Paul Rudd also falls in love with Sean Bean when they meet up at the interrogation, and then they get married. But
They
Paul
have
Rudd,
sex first, then they get married.
they fuck, then they get married. But Paul Rudd's current fiance or whatever didn't like that, so they have to have a big old fight in a church. Then they try to go up.
Scarlett Johansson, who's quarter size, by the way. She was at
Right.
the meeting before.
Right, yes. Then Sean Bean takes Paul Rudd up to the fucking honeymoon suite, But before they can consummate the marriage, Hugh Jackman, who was still alive, breaks in, and Sean Bean and Paul Rudd have to escape out the window. They have another meeting where it turns out that Paul Rudd was planning to betray Sean Bean, but Sean Bean was also planning to betray Paul Rudd. Everybody dies, except for Sean Bean, who escapes down a tunnel. At the end of the tunnel, he goes into an arena to fight Paul Rudd and also Hugh Jackman, and also
In mech suits.
in mech suits, and there are also two chimeras that look like a combination of Hideo Kojima, Mads Mikkelsen, and Norman Reedus. One of these chimeras instantly kills another warrior that tried to come into the arena. But then a lion from the audience turns into a were-lion, turns everything in the arena into were-lions, and then Paul Rudd and Sean Bean make up, and they live happily ever after. That's a good movie.
That's a good.
It's an amazing movie.
That's a good movie. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I've been Super Ninja 5506. You can follow me on Twitter at Super Ninja 5506. You can follow the channel on Twitter at Magic Abridged. You can follow Swissy on Twitter at Queen Swissy. You can follow Boko on Twitter at BokoEC. You can follow Ezzy on Twitter at EzzyKieru. There are links to a bunch of stuff down below the stream if you want to support us. I don't know if we're going to do Dragon Quest tomorrow. We probably will, but I want to ask Josh about it to see if he would rather be there for it, because he won't be able to. So yeah, I'll ask Josh about it. If we can't do it tomorrow, we might end up doing something else, just as a little funsy.
Yeah.
Sean Bean Quest 2.
No, God, not again. And yeah, that's gonna. We guys are ridiculous. Thank you, Fanpy. I appreciate. I appreciate what I'm going to assume is a compliment. Have a good day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow for something. Probably Dragon Quest, but maybe something else. Bye.